Hello, beautiful Libra. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be for next 4 weeks, and these readings are general in nature. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't to the others. So let's see what we have here. Okay, the third week time, I see an evil eye rising right there. So it seems this is somehow it can sound like a negative thing, but at the same time, I feel like you might be actually doing something, receiving something that can create this huge energy of the evil eye. How I describe evil eye is this can be like someone even admiring you, actually be feeling a little bit jealous of your success, or someone who's really watching and observing you, maybe getting like intense about what you're actually receiving. So what happens there is it can create this gap in your energy field. You can make you feel tired, clumsy, or like exhausted, even though you don't do anything all day, or maybe like you do your regular day, it's like just feeling heavy. That can be because of the evil eye energy, which is like a surge of energy coming from another person, positive or negative. So in order, I see like there's a village. I see someone actually lifting you up here on their lab. I saw like a village right here. Kind of looks like a home. We have someone with a whip in his hand, and I feel like this massive hat above their head can be you. Like really, whip can be a little bit forceful energy. However, you're ruling something here. You have a supporter, you have a home, and you are deciding on something here. I know this is like for one full week, it is a lot of action happening there. Can be happening for some of you, but can also indicate that there's something, the movement is going to start during that time. Okay, we're going to look into the other weeks as well. By the way, if you're new here, this is Divine Light, and if you haven't already, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Go ahead, hit subscribe, and I will also leave my email in the description box if you're interested in private readings. Go ahead and send me an email. Okay, what I see within the first week, there are 3 heads. I don't know if you can see their faces. They're not very clear faces, but I see a smiling woman here. Her hair is tied up upwards a little bit. However, this is like 60s, 70s style, like they used to wear the silk scarves around their head. It was a common thing. Now it's not, it's just a very specific fashion choice. But back then it was a common thing with this colorful scarves and stuff. So this can be someone who's first of all old school, or their age might be actually like they might have been someone who wore that kind of a hairstyle. Okay, seems like this person and you, this can be you. Maybe you're not really seeing any hope in a situation, and this person is actually bringing a lot of hope, which I like that for you, to whatever that you're stuck right now about. And I see there's like a cow. No, actually this type of horns kind of reminds me of a buffalo. So buffalo spirit is a very powerful and also smart spirit. Okay, seems like here this person's optimism might be affecting you, which is affecting the events. We can just consider it that way because everything is connected here. Or something good is happening, and that person might be someone who has a very heightened intuition. They're feeling the good things coming. The buffalo represents abundance, growth, massive wealth, can be like a source of massive wealth coming, or something massive happening in your life. Another thing with the buffaloes, they don't like rain, first of all, and they're characteristics. They don't like rain, and when the rainstorm is coming, they run through the rainstorm and get to the end of it. So they don't really run away from it. So I feel like here, this can be you finding the courage if there is a challenge in front of you, path, you're just crossing to the other side rather quickly. It can be even like in a period of time, you don't even expect it to resolve that fast. Okay, it just can be resolving that fast. And I see there's a deer actually appearing here. By the way, guys, I am designing like some cards right now. I don't know if I'm gonna publish them, but I can just make a rail video on my Instagram with them. But the thing is, I'm also taking notes of the things that I see here. Deer, okay, this is not a deer, this is an elk. This is a male version of it. So it seems it's a representation of the power, okay, and the power to rule, power to guide. But compared to the lion, I'm not saying they are not strict. They can be strict and they can actually get into fight as well. But they have the ability to replace themselves, meaning they shake off their antlers and grow new ones. So they are open to that. Also, the way they're feeding is vegetarian, so it's a more peaceful way. Okay, I feel like here this can be a king energy you're embodying here, but in a softer king. Okay, maybe king of earths, pentacles, not like king of fire. Okay, seems like you're riding the elk right here. You might even get a tool that is gonna, or a person, this can be someone's energy that is carrying you further. And I feel like here, I told you, there's a person right there. It looks like a tall male figure. This person has like a pig behind them. Pig can be like an accountant. I don't know why that came to me that way. I usually interpret pig in like a wide stance, which can mean money. But I feel like because this person is taller, the other one is shorter, this shorter one can be someone handling money. And it seems like they're closing the chapter with you together. So if you are feeling alone, if you're thinking you are the one with the problem and there's nothing can solve it, seems like here you have people, they can help you. And can be family members, the closest ones. This can also symbolize other institutional help. Okay, people are available. They're ready to help you there. This is the second week. Time happens. The third week, I told you, like I see like kind of like a fire happening here. But it's a good sense. I don't think this is like in a sense of things are, I mean, I kind of see like a wildfire too above here behind you. There are two people here hugging each other. And I see a dog right here. The fire can be, let's go with that meaning, like a passionate moment, a meeting. Like I see a man has this woman on his lap. I see kind of like a cross here also. Somebody's rising, kind of like a judgment day, basically, I feel here. Judgment day is the day you understand why things happened. Okay, that's why I feel maybe you're coming to the second week, completing something, and then you're starting to see the fires burning. The things are actually coming to surface, the reality, the truth of the matter. Oh, that's why this happened. And I told you that you have authority over a home. There's a dog right here supporting you. Home can be a moving idea, buying a new home idea, like some sort of maybe the door is opening. And it seems like you have the whip in your hand. Maybe there's something. We're going to see with the cards also, maybe something that you're insisting on, okay? You're insistent to get this home, okay? And I see the dog here calms down, very to calm, it gets to. So the one that is actually supporting you when you maybe make your mind up about something. We even see here an Elmo face, a little angry Elmo. And when I get closer, actually, I see kind of like a Caesar, Julius Caesar. I think he looks like Julius Caesar, enjoying like his power and might. He's like ha 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 ha, raising his hand right there. So it seems you might have like some sort of power poisoning. There's something I heard that when somebody actually has so much authority and power, and the things are aligning so much, they can have this like an episode. But I feel here because you're Libra. You are on the calmer side, and these are intended for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. So if you're a different sign, maybe you need to channel a little bit Libra, bring it here, and see the justice, like a balanced way approach this power coming to you, okay? And I feel like you will too, because it's your nature to actually balance the energies. Dog right here is peaceful, so dog can be someone loyal to you, right by your side all the time. And when you get the approval, the power, they're going to be from anxious to happy. They're just going to be happy and peaceful, okay? Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, and intention, hold it in your mind. The first thing I see here kind of looks like a turnip planted. And, okay, this is resolving really fast. Whatever it is, it's a quick yes. I see an evil eye here again, guys, but the kind of seems like there are two people hugging. So some of you might be meeting someone. If you have the desire, kind of like a romantic desire, seems like they're like the heads are not really separating. You see, like you're on the same page with this person. And if you don't really have an idea who you will be on the same page, maybe start to decide what kind of support you would like in your life. This is something I told you kind of looks like a radish, not the turnip, radish. And you're just seeing the top of the radish. You're not seeing the bottom part of it. And it's growing right there because radish and carrots, they're really tricky. You look at the top part, you say, oh, okay, it's grown already. And then you pull it out, it can come out like so small. But I feel like something that you have planted. And another thing with the radish is you need to really know how to eat it, okay? And you need to know how to marinate it when you do, like in especially Mediterranean way. It can become delicious. And that's why I feel like you might also growing something that is going to require you to either test it out or research how to use this. Okay, this can be an idea, it can be a product. Why not produce something that maybe you need to introduce it to people how to use this thing, okay? And if you have it already, maybe you've grown it already and you're not seeing any action about this thing, might be calling you to just, think about something, like just come up with an idea to introduce that. Like, how would you use it? I see a fish right here. I don't know if you can see the eye of the fish, the mouth of the fish, a big, it can be a massive opportunity. It can be a massive chunk of money. It's very clear, coming slowly into your heart space, in your home space here. We have a man with a mustache, not a mustache, a hat, a top hat. He has a horse right here. I can see the horse head. I don't know if you can see it, but also looks like a keyhole when I get closer. This can be like an authority figure, actually, like helping you here to maybe shadowing something, or like the shadow. I see someone like maybe in distress here, or bringing some like something here to shadow. But it seems like they're not going to be able to overshadow the rest of the month. Okay, the second week, while you're having fun. Another thing I would like to interpret, I see someone sending you news, someone grumpy male maybe, sending you a bird here. And they can be something that is going to really maybe just overshadow your happiness. However, this can be because of the evil eye too. That's why I feel like maybe if you're trying to resolve something, you need to just keep it quiet to yourself, or maybe do not talk about it to the people who can carry them to the people that are not pleased with your success. Another thing here is, yeah, I see this person. I feel like they're just, because if they don't get what they want, they're just gonna walk away and leave you alone. I want to see in the cards as well what's going on here. Who's this person? What do they want from you? Let's see what that's gonna tell us this time. Okay, Knight of Swords. This is your energy. It seems like you're gonna take things. Okay, the Star and Two of Wands, Eight of Swords, and Page of Pentacles. Yeah, Hierophant. So, seems like authority. If this is a situation with an authority, the authority is on your side. So, you're going to be okay on that one, on that front. And the Knight of Swords is your fast decision making and just actually taking action. Star is going to be your wish fulfillment. So, if you have an idea, an inspiration coming to you, and you're delaying to take action, this is calling you to just start going after those, okay? Because that's where you're going to get the success, celebration, victory, graduation. The Star comes with a Temperance here. Your wish is going to come forth. What I love about this is it's going to come in a very balanced way. It's going to come maybe gradually or step by step, or it can be something also. I told you that you're going to take it and you're going to balance it out. It can be really massive wish coming in a very strong, powerful way that you are going to balance it out. Two of Wands is you getting ready for the future. Some things might be holding you back with Ace of Wands coming. Some bright ideas, some desire. You have a passionate desire that you're starting to plan out. Eight of Swords can be you're currently maybe not really be able to take action about it. Okay, let's go with, like, for example, maybe you want to travel the world, you want to go out there and see another country, but they might be asking for some sort of like they might have some rules that you cannot just jump and go in there. That can be the thing that is holding you back. I see a heartbreak here. Why? The judgment day is coming. So maybe you shouldn't go there, guys. Okay? But I don't think the passion, what you're passionate about is related to that. This might be your thinking. This is my step that I need to take. Whatever is holding me back, I need to break those walls. Seems like behind it, there's a heartbreak. So that's the judgment day is coming. So maybe you shouldn't just go with that, but you should go with the Page of Coins here. Page of Pentacles is actually taking stable steps towards your heart's desire or your future or the current situation to resolve it instead of just running away. Eight of Swords gives me the feeling of instead of maybe resolving something because you're going on a new adventure, following your heart's desires, instead of resolving something that is holding you back, you're just maybe trying to run away from it. I feel that that's like something that is a heartbreak. You don't want to face it. However, the judgment tells me that you're going to resolve that heartbreak. Page of Pentacles is you're going to start prepping properly, stepping into the World card, stepping into that new thing with a structured and a new attitude. I feel like it's a stable attitude. The Hierophant, the heart and the mind, you can see the heart and the mind is balancing each other out. There's a key right here unlocking the locked doors. And so the book right here is the knowledge, experience. And I see here, again, Page of Pentacles and Six of Swords coming forward. So when you take the necessary steps, this can be a learning application. This can be a job idea you're going to pursue, or maybe even a stable relationship, you can say. Hierophant is you becoming the authority or the authority supporting you. And when the time comes to move away from what you want to avoid or you just want to leave behind, you're going to get the chance to do that from choppy waters to the calmer shores. It's going to come when you have connected with the authority, get the approval of the authority, or when the authority understands your true intentions, you're going to be able to do what you want. Page of Pentacles, again, is like when you actually take steps towards that desire with the authority behind your back. Authority can be also divine authority, guys, your inner guidance, inner surety. When you feel sure about it, the things are going to start aligning. And then you're going to, when you get there, you're going to start planting new seeds, okay? We have rest here as your oracle. I feel like instead of maybe trying to push certain things, that's the energy right there. You need to rest your mind, body, and spirit. We have a cloud up there. Cloud can be overthinking. So if you are overthinking something and you're not finding a solution, maybe you need to leave it to your heart to come up with that. We have romanticize here. This is like a little bit being dreamy about the future that you want to have. So when you're resting, you can visualize how you want the solution to actually come to you or how you want the situation to resolve. We have union, which I felt it in your cup. Heart is here. We again have, this is going to basically energize. Romanticizing is going to energize your desire. Union can be interpreted in a wider sense that maybe you're going to meet with your desire when you start romanticizing and imagining the life. Okay, it's going to maybe bring it to you faster. Or I can tell it this way too. If you don't romanticize and you see things from the darker side, when the union happens, it takes a little longer for you to realize, oh, I received what I desired already. What else we have here? We have the power symbol. You can actually take a screenshot of this or draw it somewhere that you can see. This is about cleansing, purifying, and protecting your physical body. Seems like it's going to be necessary because there's good change coming, and it will get you ready to that change, okay? All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to add more videos on the screen. Go ahead and click on them. And if you haven't already, give this one a thumbs up. Go ahead, hit subscribe. I wish you all a magical day. Bye.